18 months ago, we sold everything and bought this house in a very derelict state. But there was nowhere to sleep, so we had to move into this field in a caravan. It took 8 months to fully gut this house, re-roof it on our own, and get the kids into their new bedrooms for Christmas. Would you believe it took another 6 months before this room was ready for us to move into? We spent the next 6 months building our dream living space. But one room was a temporary storage place, our only bathroom, and the kids' bedrooms while we focused on theirs upstairs. This week, we have given it the attention it deserves and turned it into a magnificent bedroom. A place for friends and family to come and spend a little bit of time on their own West Cork wonder.
Folks, we got something pretty special for you.
Big surprise. We sure do. I can't make it any more exciting than it is. It absolutely stinks now because it's so filthy. It's so dirty.
Good morning.
What is that big orange thing up there?
Just a little bit of
Says maybe we should dig it out. It's painted. Yes.
We now have a second channel.
My favourite. Then we'll see what we can do after that. I love it. Can't see anything, it's so dark. It's just coming over the hill.
Good morning. Folks, we got something pretty special for you.
We sure do.
We've been listening to your feedback for a long time, and we know there's a bit of a mix between people that like purely the renovation and people that like the
Homesteady garden cook.
yeah, more of the homesteady stuff. What we've decided to do is twofold. Firstly, there's a huge overhead in making these videos, an awful lot of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to reduce them to one video per week. I will continue to put the same effort of editing into them, and we'll have more content because it's going to be over a week. And I hope the videos are going to be that bit more interesting, maybe a little bit longer. So we're going to have one video a week. I don't know when we're going to start that. Maybe next week, maybe the week after, I'm not sure. But we're going to be down to one video a week on this channel, West Cork Wonder. However, we now have a second channel. And this channel is about shorts. It's about all of the cooking videos. So we're going to take out the renovation and just have the recipes themselves. It's going to be more about trips to the beach. It's going to be more about a lot in the garden.
Garden, bees, all the extra little bits that we do outside of the renovation of the house.
Now, we still will have that content. For example, if Claire does a little bit on her bees, we will still include that, a little bit anyway, in the weekly vlog. But on the second channel, we'll actually have the full content unedited. So if you want to see a little bit more behind the scenes, really, of West Cork Wonder, I think you should check out this channel. Now, the channel name is
Irish Country Life.
It's basically behind the scenes of West Cork Wonder and our own life in the Irish countryside. So anything you can imagine to do with Irish country life will be there.
And it just means that we can focus a bit more on those things that maybe we wanted to put more into the renovation videos, but we felt that then that overtook the renovation, and people don't want to see both, or people don't want to see both of those things. Quite a lot of the people on our channel, I feel, just come for the renovation. But then there are a small few that do want to see the outside and also a little bit more of us maybe. So, and what we get up to and life behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So I think all of that we're going to put on the new channel, and it will be just, our life in the countryside in West Cork.
And this is coming about really for two reasons. Number one, I'm dying to get back to the cooking. Coming up to Christmas, I've done a first test recipe for mince pies, and I'm going to be bringing that recipe onto this channel. It'll be at the end of one of the regular videos next week, I think. But I'm just going to take out that 10-15 minute cooking slot, and I'm going to put it on the new channel, because people are asking us, will you do this recipe, or how can I find this recipe you did months ago? There's no way of searching for them, so we wanted to have them indexed, and they're all on a new channel. And the second thing is, we have so much building and renovation work outside of this house, loads of really cool ideas, loads of really cool projects that we just want to focus for that. It's just hard when everything is put together. It's hard to find that video where you install those windows when you have a lot of kind of like gardening and beach and cooking. So I think the split, I think, is going to be good. What were you going to say?
I was going to say that the cooking might be slightly different because we are focusing more on the carnivore keto recipes more than anything. And I think that might be of an interest to people here as well.
Yeah, and you say carnivore and keto, but what we really mean is wholesome food from the land. So like, we have farmers all around us, we eat their meat. We grow stuff and we're going to eat that. But it won't be very processed food. It's going to be good wholesome food, I think, and good harvesting of what we can locally. We got a load of Christmas presents to do, so there will definitely be some lemon curd, some blackberry jam, some working with tallow, I think.
But working, like, there'll be the slight twist on this is like working with tallow. We work with tallow now a lot more than we use any sort of oil or butter or anything for cooking. We also don't sweeten anything except using honey. So we have 0 sugar in the house now. So it's different recipes that you can use, which will be cutting out all of those processed foods.
That's a good point. So if you could do us a huge favor, go across to the other channel at the end of the video. I'll put a link at the end of the video. You definitely want to see the full tour of our completed parlour guest bedroom. But at the end of the video, pop over to the other channel. If you could give it a like and a subscribe, we would be immensely grateful to you. And if you want to see any of our old videos, I think there's maybe about 30 videos there of loads of different recipes, or some of our adventures, or some of the more garden focused videos. So there's a nice assortment there. And if you know anybody that's interested in this, please do send it on to them. We'd really appreciate that as well.
Because we really want to make this channel work as well as the West Cork Wonder one is working. But we can only do that with your support. So yeah, definitely go along and subscribe.
And the videos over there, they may not be as edited as these ones. They're going to be a lot more raw, and it'll take a lot less editing time. So we want to give you more content without the editing. This channel will be nicely edited. Well, I hope they're nicely edited videos. But on the other channel, it's going to be a lot more raw content, I think.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Back to the house.
Behind the door was where the old door was, where we removed the lintel. In between these stones, there were little patches of cement, which, of course, I was saving for later. They were an absolute pain to remove. Okay, a bit dusty in here, but finally got that last bit of concrete off. That was a bit of a nightmare. I knew it would be. Thankfully, the whole wall wasn't covered in that. What is that big orange thing up there that we haven't seen for weeks? Oh my God, glorious. Anyway, my battery ran out last night and I was too lazy to get up and show you where I was. I worked on late last night because I had to go running around looking for ski gear for my son for a holiday. But this is where we are. So I've just got the end bit of the wall to do. But it's great because the light and the sun is in here now drying this out. So I'm actually going to start around here in this corner and just go all the way around the bottom here and then finish off by the door. So I put you here. I can't make it any more exciting than it is, I'm afraid. Back to finishing the pointing. So I started back in the corner again, and I'd left this because there were a few stones to put in, but also there was an awful lot of mud to remove, or clay to remove. So kept going, knees down, pottering away all the way around, and I actually dug out quite a lot of the clay which was between the wall and the floor. We'll have to see how this turns out. Fingers crossed it'll really help the floor and the wall to keep dry and to breathe. Obviously if this all goes terribly wrong, next summer you'll be watching us dig the floor out for more excitement. Anyway, back round I went, and eventually I got back round to my lovely favourite part, which is where all the cement is. Still have me kitty for help here and there, but here it was difficult. As you can see, there are still pieces of cement stuck to the wall which I couldn't remove.
Hey folks, we'd like to give you guys a huge thank you for being here on this journey with us. If you actually would like to support the channel and help us make these videos, why not consider buying a few Christmas cards or a few of our postcards, or why not pick up a handcrafted Christmas decoration? All of these are available on our Ko-fi store, links below. For something different, why not check out our Homestead journal on Amazon, or you can become a member of Patreon. And as always, if you're not subscribed, please do so and hit that notification bell. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay, this room is looking a whole lot better. Finished the pointing here last night. It's not bad. I must give it a brush down with a wire brush, and because the stones are so close together, I need to find a little wire brush if possible, because the big one is just too big. So it's this back wall, which is paint and sort of glue and kind of uneven plaster here and there. I've got all the rafters to plaster, and then this wall, which is wallpaper. Wallpaper came off in two parts. The top part, which is the flowery part, and then the gluey kind of yellow part underneath. This might have been animal glue which was used to put this on with. If anybody knows this or knows anything about it, comment below. Oh, radio. Wallpaper off. Looking good. Few little scrapey bits to get off. Rob helped me take the last of the electrics off, which weren't needed. So I've just popped the light up there until I've kind of finished this. So it's almost ready to plaster. I'm just going to flappy disc it sort of smooth. I've just got a few bits of paper to get off, and then we're ready for plastering. My favorite. Just gonna get rid of this pipe. This was the old toilet pipe. The toilet was here. And there was a sink here, so I'm going to try and grind that off. And the shower one, I've managed to kind of just take out enough that I think I can seal that up nice and flat. So I'll just try and get rid of those two. Now, so they're kind of flush with the wall, but it's very smelly. Sorry, you probably can't hear anything I'm saying. It absolutely stinks now of like blurring plastic. Whew. But anyway, they're flush with the wall. So we're going to make up a plaster batch. Start from this side, start from the far side, and fill any holes and gaps. And then it's painting. Yes. Okay, now it's really quite dark today. And we've no sun, so this room seems quite dark, but I'm hoping now once we get it painted it'll be much brighter. I left this for yesterday because I was helping Rob finish off the kitchen. He had a lot to finish off with, and it just made sense that we kind of doubled up to keep that going. My little sidekick wants to come in. You coming in? You what? You coming in? Hello, Lust. Good girl. Now. So, where was I? I kind of stopped filming for a bit because I'd run out of batteries, so I can't remember quite where I was. Oh my god, everybody wants to come in here now. Cat, dog, whole works. Anyway, I finished plastering all the little holes. There was lots of little holes. There was quite a bit of a dig in the wall at the bottom here because there was a skirting board plastered down to the ground there. There was a hole here because we had a shower in here before. I've just concreted over that and plastered all the holes. Now even looking at it now as I'm talking to you, I can see other little pieces that I will have to address. But I'm just going to get going full steam ahead now on these beams. These all have to be sanded. I spent a little bit of time trying to knock all the nails. There was nails in all of these. Where the ceiling boards were, the panels, they were just painted boards across the ceiling. So where they were, there was nails everywhere. So I started knocking them in with a hammer. God, I would have been all day. So I just got the angle grinder and angle grinded the whole lot off. Might cause me a few problems now when I come to floppy disk them, but I'll just have to keep an eye. Look, they're, I'm not going to make them look beautiful, and of course this is the past that they had, so it doesn't matter that there's just little bits of nails here and there. I'm not going to worry about it. They're not half as dirty as the ones in the snug, as you can see. They're much cleaner beams or joists, much newer joists by all accounts, so I'm hoping that they will be easy to clean. So I'll clean them up, they will then be tongue oiled, but I'll do that later after I've painted. I'll get straight into spraying this then and see how it comes up. All of these, everything needs to be cleaned, all these copper pipes need to be cleaned, but that hasn't happened yet. I'd kind of like to take them off to do that, but anyway, so we're also, and I just forgot to take off this little bit of paint here, so I have to get the steamer out again for this. And there's a little bit at the top. But anyway, all in all, doesn't look too bad. Pointing, God, it's so dark. But anyway, the pointing went on well, but I need to go back over it with the wire brush. So that also needs to be done. So there's lots to do. So I think if I just get stuck into this floppy disking of the beams, hence the hat, because it's so filthy, it's so dirty, and I washed my hair last night and I just don't want, I know the feeling of it in my hair is just disgusting. So I'm going to just do this with a hat on to protect my hair, and we'll see how we go. This was the worst part about this room, and I was so not looking forward to it. It's so messy, and even when you stop to be able to see through the goggles, which fog up regularly, I take the goggles off and the dust goes straight from my eyebrows into my eyes. It's just a horrible, horrible job. Back in the parlour. Finished the beams last night, ran out of battery completely. You saw me, it's such a mucky flipping job. But anyway, they look like new. These are they didn't need a lot of sanding or floppy disking as I was doing. They came up really nicely, and I don't want them to be dead smooth. They are quite smooth though. And I love the fact they're rough and there's the odd nail pointing out here and there. So really, really super happy with that. So then after that, I was just on a roll. So I just wanted to try and get one or two, both walls really painted. And I just ran out there just as I was going to pick Kira up from work. So I'm going to finish this now, this spraying. I'm going to get a brush and go in between all of the rafters to get those painted up. And then I'm going to start painting the inside boards of the floorboards, which we're going to do exactly the same as the snug. With the white, you can just see actually the difference between the snug boards there. They're so red. So much more, I guess, older. So I'm going to do the same with the white in between them there. So I'm going to try and get all that done, and then it'll be ready and I can tongue oil the beams tomorrow. So that's where we are. So let me set you up here and we'll get going on the painting again. Painting in between the beams was just really lovely to do, and I quite enjoyed it. I love painting anyway, but of course I wasn't using my spray painter here. I just wanted to get the brush strokes right, and I didn't want to have to cover up the beams again. So it worked well. As these floorboards seem to be newer than the ones in the snug, they were really easy to paint and they took the paint really well. I guess down the line they might need another coat, but for now, one coat is going to do.
So I came along here to give Claire a helping hand. I just finished off and I was uploading the last video, the full tour of the kitchen. So I came in to help with the tongue oiling whilst Claire finished off the plastering and painting above the window. I love working with the tongue oil. It's a really nice smell that makes me wonder if this is what they had been smelling for thousands of years, because tongue oil, I suppose, is one of the oldest preservers.
These are all of the names of the people who entered our draw for a free postcard, and all of the names of the people who entered the competition to tell us which was the hardest yet job on this house, which of course was the sycamore tree. Well done, all of you. Just to let you know, we're going to draw this, but in order to see who wins, you will have to go across to our new channel, Irish Country Life. Okay, painting done, tongue oil done. I think everything that we can do pretty much done.
You could dig out the floors.
I have to clean the floor. Not sure how I'm going to do that.
Will I get the digger? Just a little bit
Rob
of
says maybe we should dig it out. That might be in time. We may have to dig it out. We'll just have to see how this winter goes. So I'm going to move everything out and attempt to clean the floor in some way or means. And then we'll see what we can do after that. Big surprise.
So it's back down to the barn to get the bed put on the tractor and dragged up. It's a lovely old bed, you'll see it in a minute. And then we set about reattaching the lights. The lights look spectacular with the stone wall. Absolutely love it.
So, just wanted to show you, not a cat, another ancient bed.
Victorian
Rob
antique
says
bed.
Victorian antique bed. It's kind of funky. I don't know if you can see that kind of wooden inlay there. And it's the same on the bottom. But there's a little label on it here that says Arnold's & Co. Limited. Complete House Furnishings. Is it Furnishers? Dublin. So it's pretty old. It has the same metal bolts that Ashton's has. So yeah, that's pretty unique, alright. Yeah, Lusty. Anyway,
let's go.
Back to installation.
It's amazing how well put together this bed is. You would not think this was over 100 years old. Tightened up the corners and it's perfect. Back down to the barn to get this chest of drawers, which was super heavy because the drawers are still full of things and maybe it's a bit damp. I couldn't quite open the drawers, I'll have to look at that. In with the lockers, perfect.
So how is Claire's corner?
I love it. I think I might just move in. I actually think we have to move in when we start our room. We will definitely be moving in. I'm quite excited about that. It's going to be like going on holidays.
So, again, we're just going to give you a little sneak peek, but we will give you a proper view tomorrow. These are lockers that we had in our bedroom, our master bedroom in the last house. They don't quite go with our black vibe, so we didn't know what to do with them. We have two really nice ones. They have scallop handles, very nice detail on it.
Yeah.
And they have a lovely pull-out, sort of a coffee.
Yeah, I've never seen that on any other locker actually.
No, it's a lovely locker. So we weren't sure what to do with it, and my mum was getting rid of, I think this used to be in a guest bedroom. She was getting rid of this bed. It was quite similar. Claire put in a little, it's another one, another antique bed from Arnott's in Dublin, and it has this lovely inlay, but also, I don't know what these are called, the posts. All the posts have a lovely inlay as well. It's a very nice piece. Now it needs to be kind of cleaned and tidied up a little bit. I think we need to resurface that.
The lockers.
Yeah. But it's not much lights here, but you can see the same sort of an inlay here. And then again on all the posts. And some lovely detail down the bottom. It's a lovely bed. It's really good. And when my mum wanted to, I think she wanted to get rid of it or to chuck it or something.
Yeah.
We said we'd take it, and
we never envisaged how well it would look in here, did we?
No. It
and
looks.
This suits, like, it sort of suits it.
It's the right size as well.
Yeah.
Our old bed would have been too big. If you put a small bed in here, the room would have dwarfed it.
Yeah, but it's not a massive bed anyway.
No,
so it's quite nice.
Yeah. And then of course we have our dresser here. This came from our bedroom. It came from a set, the exact same finish, the exact same scalloped handles. And yeah, our bed was queen size. It was 6 foot or something. Would have been way too big in here. And the walls came out lovely. The lights are wonderful. We have, this is just a carpet that we just got just to add a bit of furnishing, but I think we may need to buy a carpet because that just isn't going to work. It looks lovely. It's very nice. I would have liked a wardrobe. I'm not sure we'd have space for a wardrobe really, but I think this is perfect for guests coming.
Yeah, it makes a lovely guest room. Getting it all done.
Weekend. It's been one hell of.
Absolutely been.
It's been one hell of a week.
It has, because we just wanted to get the kitchen and this room done.
Yeah.
I don't know what's coming next week.
Break?
I don't know. I gotta get my raspberries in. They were meant to be done this weekend.
Right now, we're going to shower and we're going to relax. It's Sunday evening. We're going to take an hour or two off and just have a break. And we'll be back in the morning where I'll give you another tour in the daylight. So, see you in the morning.
See you tomorrow. We hope you enjoyed the tour and you love this room as much as we do. Lots of hard work, lots of sweat and tears, but it was worth every minute.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for everything you've done to help this channel grow to where it is. Do check out our new channel. We'd love to see you there. And we'll see you next week.
Yes, long go fall.
Gurv Mila Mahagat. Now the channel name is
Countryside Life.
Irish Country Life.
Irish Country Life. To our new channel.
Which called?
Which is called Irish Countryside Life.
No, Irish Country Life.
Irish Country Life.